Alright. Let's get this next match underway. FireStorm versus QMK. Here we go. With FireStorm versus QMK here. We see if FireStorm, more PCs coming through. And that's going to push QMK up very far, although QMK is able to get a nice spike from that. Now QMK just slowly working his way down. And I think he's being a little bit cautious about his sends here, as to not send too much clean garbage to FireStorm, as FireStorm's just going to throw that all straight back at him. And he's being very cautious of the counter spike, which seems to be working for him. Now putting more pressure onto FireStorm. Now we see FireStorm now, okay, trying to find his way down here, but it doesn't look like he can. And QMK takes the first win. Alright. We see FireStorm trying to get the back-to-backs going, and it looks like they are starting now. QMK being pushed up very far, although he's able to manage it and push FireStorm up super far. And QMK is actually taking a 2-game lead here, despite FireStorm being so favored. And QMK now sticking low down. Looks like he's waiting for FireStorm to attack here. Just waiting for FireStorm to spike to counter it back. And you can tell here, he's just slowly cheesing in the meantime. And you can see, cheese is a slow and painful killer. So FireStorm's definitely doing his best to downstack it all as fast as he can, although it's still catching up to him. And he just waits on that last piece. He can't get out. And QMK takes a third round. Ladies and gentlemen, we may see an upset at our hands here. Alright. And QMK is playing it super clean. I'm impressed. This may be what we would call peak QMK. And this is the slow and methodical style we all know and love him for. Now, just waiting for FireStorm's attacks. Getting ready to send back. And FireStorm's also misdropping a lot. That's stopping his attacks. So now QMK has a lot of time to just stack manage, clean things up, get his board into a more advantageous state. And with all this time wasted, FireStorm is definitely not doing himself any favors here. Now QMK, again, going with the cheesing strategy here. And builds up a spike. Now trying to get more messy garbage, but FireStorm's canceling it all off. Because even though QMK is playing well, beating FireStorm is certainly still no easy task. However, now QMK getting a very nice spike. FireStorm trying to find his way back down. Gets the Tetris. And now he's met near the bottom of his board with a lot of cheese garbage. Trying to dig through. However, QMK also has a spike ready. FireStorm misdrops the J piece. And it looks like this may be it for FireStorm. FireStorm just barely surviving here. Trying to get down. But it looks like QMK stacks up and finds the pressure he needs to keep FireStorm at the top of his board and eventually spike him out. And QMK's in a almost zen-like state. He's not panicking at all. He's just waiting. He's taking the attacks he needs to take. And that's in stark contrast to FireStorm's very intense style of constant attacking. However, we're seeing QMK come out on top with this one here. Now QMK still chilling, getting a combo here. Again, it looks like here's the spike from QMK. But it doesn't quite do anything to FireStorm. And FireStorm's actually playing very safe right now, too. I'm surprised. This is not like FireStorm. For QMK to force FireStorm to play a little bit safer like that, it's absolutely crazy. And QMK takes a 5th round there. But what I'm thinking is that this isn't very characteristic of FireStorm. I don't think that kind of playstyle suits him. He's certainly giving into panic at this point. And FireStorm's got quite the games ahead of him if he wants to win this. This may be the upset. However, in the moment, FireStorm does have the lead here. Trying to take advantage of the situation to turn it into a win, but QMK is keeping it super clean. While he didn't have the best stack or garbage, he still was able to maintain a very nice stack. However, FireStorm is able to take his first win, finally, after so long. Now QMK, still keeping it very slow here. He doesn't find too much of a need to speed up at this point. Even though he is capable of much faster speeds, he still doesn't want to build up any excess, as he probably knows that FireStorm can use a lot of his garbage to his advantage. So now we see QMK just keeping it very chill. And meanwhile, FireStorm just trying to build up those back-to-backs that he normally does. However, he misdrops, and that's going to stunt the growth of this back-to-back chain. Now being pushed to the very top of his board, he can't get out! And QMK bringing it to match point. Oh my god. What are we witnessing right now? What are we seeing? Who would have predicted this? Who would have thought? Oh my god, and QMK starting off with a very commanding lead here with some PCs. Going for a nice downstack combo, and this may be the opening he needs. Now FireStorm being pushed, but FireStorm was wasting no time getting down here. Both players being pushed up very far. Now this is going to be a matter of who deals with the garbage better, and it looks like FireStorm gets down first. However, QMK coming down not too far later. And QMK now dealing with that kind of messy garbage. The lines aren't too clean, but QMK is certainly no slow to downstacking. But now he misdrops the L piece. This is gonna be a little bit tough for him. He opens up the well, though. It looks like both players are at a fairly even board. Although FireStorm now being pushed up super far. He's trying to find the downstack. He has to waste the I piece. So now he's gonna be struggling, and he can't get it! He can't find the downstack! QMK wins 7-1 versus FireStorm. Oh my. What is this? What is this?